Well, it's the old Mueller Tunnel. Used to bypass the little cliffside trail. So what happens is people used to hike along this. Very sketchy. Very, very sketchy. Used to hike along it. You see little poles on the side of the trail. Must have been a guardrail back in the day. Very sketchy. You just go. You're basically go inside San Gabriel Peak. Hike through this really quickly. Got to shave all day. This is probably one of the few spots of shade we'll have all day today. It's nice and cool in here now. Warm weather. Probably gonna be seeing a lot of lizards today. Should be a pretty interesting day. Wondering if might even see snakes. With the exception of a few days here and there. It's been pretty warm. And it's about to get a lot hotter. Range outlooks are showing very warm to hot weather affecting us most of the rest of the month, with maybe a couple respite days here and there, perhaps. Pretty trail, I'll tell you that. Especially when you get here to the Big Cone Douglas firs. Sagebrush lizard, I think that was a sagebrush or female side-blotched. Very nice, lush California Bay Laurel right here. Very nice thicket of it right here. You see, it's got a huge root base in there. It's got some large trunks too. Wow. It's not a very tall tree, but boy, it's got a humongous root burrow. All this, it's all part of its root burrow. Right there. Very large trunks on this tree. A beautiful, beautiful California laurel. This is Umbellularia californica. Check out my spotlight video I did in the San Gabriels on this tree that's fairly common in spots here in lower to mid elevation Southern California. I estimate we're about 5,200 feet above sea level here. Eaton Saddle is barely at 5,100 feet, but we're starting to get closer to the higher elevations of this plant. I do sometimes see it above 5,000 feet, like here. But it's generally more common below. I've read somewhere you can find it up to about 6,500 feet, but I have yet to see it above 6,000 feet yet. So when I do, of course, I'll shoot video of it. Definitely make a note of that. So I'm just going to keep hiking along this. Maybe get some quick footage of this little big cone stand right here. Big cone Douglas fir will be most common conifer you'll encounter on any hike from Eaton Saddle. Though you will also find some coulter pines and even a few sugar pines near San Gabriel Peak, not disappointment. You'll find some there too. But for the most part, this hike's going to be exposed in the recovering chaparral and recovering canyon live oak woodland. But you get some nice specimens in here of Pseudotsuga macrocarpa, our beautiful big cone Douglas fir. That's looking towards Occidental, Mount Wilson, Mount Harvard. So basically here at one of the junctions already. Doesn't take much time to get here actually. So when you get to this water tower, this metal post, your options open up quite a bit. I've actually only been here once. I did Mount Lowe and Mount Markham. First time I came here, I made the mistake of following this. Starts out as a use trail. I only filmed it before, but lost the footage. It was a few years ago. Started hiking along this, what looked like a use trail. Then it turned into a really sketchy, slippery cross-country walk. I was thinking maybe I can get to Mount Markham this way, because it's up there. But it didn't look feasible after about 10 minutes of walking. However, get over here, this is where some of your options open up. Take this trail here, then it becomes a single track. They'll take that to Mount Lowe. You take that to Mount Lowe, and probably some peaks, some points beyond it. You probably hit some of the other lower Front Range peaks. Mount Lowe stands at 5603 in elevation. So that's Mount Lowe. This is the Mount Lowe Fire Road. It'll go its way down, probably take you to some of the same spots. I know the Mount Lowe Trail kind of follows just above it for a while. And then, that's back to Eaton Saddle, of course. This is where I'm going to go now. Is I'm going to turn here, make the hard right, and this will take me towards the saddle between Mount Disappointment and San Gabriel Peak. There's a giant canyon live oak that got uprooted. Wow. I've been to San Gabriel Peak and Mount Disappointment before, but I've been to San Gabriel once, Disappointment twice. I did San Gabriel and Mount Disappointment. I did them together the first time. I did it from a small parking area where you take the Bill Riley Trail and take you from about 4,750 feet up to, you can either take the road to Mount Disappointment or you could take the trail. I took the Bill Riley Trail the first time to Mount Disappointment and San Gabriel Peak. That was a little bit longer hike than this. A little more elevation gain because you're starting at 4750. So then the next time I did Next time I did Mount Disappointment, I did it with Mount Deception. I followed the paved Mount Disappointment road, went up to Mount Deception, then backtracked to go up to Mount Disappointment. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off now. I'm just going to keep hiking and hiking, and we'll see what happens next.